can't tell by all of this, we have lots of moving boxes. So that usually means one thing, that we are moving. So we just found out last week that we got some new orders to a different duty station, and they basically gave us a little over 2 weeks to get packed up and move. So we thought that we had a little bit more time, because I honestly hadn't planned on making this video maybe until September, but it's okay. Our timeline got pushed up a little bit, but that's just what it is when you're in the military. So yes, we are moving. I definitely want to talk more about that when Brandon's here, just because this is pretty much more his little story, because I'm just on the ride, like, you know, I'm the passenger in all of this. But we have about 2 weeks to leave. I thought for sure that we were going to be able to get TMO to move us, but no, we have to move ourselves because they couldn't fit us in. So this is my first DITY move, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically just like a do-it-yourself move without the military's assistance. A lot of people do it. I've never done it just because my first 2 PCSs were from one country to another, so obviously we couldn't like pack ourselves up and go to another country. But we're gonna just be driving across the United States this time. I don't know why I said that all proper. We're just gonna be driving across the states, and I'm a little nervous, to say the least. I don't know how to feel right now. I just feel like we're just like in a mode of get things done. So this is just going to be kind of like you guys are going to be learning along with me about moving yourselves across the country. So I have some amazing friends. They already had some boxes in their basement that they gave us just to kind of save us money, so we don't have to go out and buy a ton of moving boxes, because this move is about to be very expensive. We're going to be forking up some money up front, but we're going to get reimbursed and also getting paid for moving ourselves. So there's like a light at the end of this very like ridiculous tunnel that we're in right now. But yeah, right now I'm in my makeup room. I'm just gonna start packing up little things. We pretty much, like I said, we have a little over maybe like a week and a half to get this house packed up. I definitely wish we had longer time, but it is what it is. But I think we can get it done if we just focus and buckle down. So I'm starting off pretty much in my makeup room, and I'm just gonna start packing things that I know I'm not gonna need like right now while we're here. I'm trying to like purge as I go, but I'm not gonna stress myself out too much, just because I don't want to focus more on cleaning than packing, because I have to focus on packing, because this house has to be empty by the 29th of this month. And if I haven't mentioned, today's the 13th of August, so we don't have that much time to get things done. But anyways, I know a lot of this is not making sense to you guys. Like I said, I do want Brandon in here when we do talk about like where we're moving and why we're moving and what's going on, because we have like so many exciting things happening, but also very stressful things at the same time, but more than anything, excited things. And I just rather have Brandon be here for all of that, because he's the one that's in the Air Force. I'm just the support for him. So yeah, look at all of these boxes. I have like this whole room just looks crazy right now. I have papers everywhere. I'm trying to, again, pack certain things up. So I'm gonna stop talking for now. I'm gonna try to get some things in boxes, and I will be back in a little bit.
I see where you're coming from.
We're trying to train you hardcore. It'll get stuck on him.
Be quiet.
Show mommy.
Be quiet.
Oh, my little Handmaid's Tale baby.
Don't speak.
He wants it on his face.
We'll put it on your forehead. How about that?
Let me see, Daniel. Let me see. Wow, how handsome. They made a mess when I was trying to pack their puzzles.
Oh yeah, it's
We can't color.
Bye-bye.
Say we'll see you at our new house.
Put it on this side. Move it down. Good job. Yay! You did it. Hey, don't stand on that.
Hey guys, so the last clip you guys seen, I was just sitting in my makeup room telling you that we just got some crazy news that we're getting a new assignment and essentially like a new duty station. I didn't tell you guys like all the details because I did want Brandon to be here, just because I guess this is his little story, because obviously it's his career. So let's just tell him now what's going on.
Yeah, so hey guys, I know you're not used to seeing me on this side of the camera for too long, but exactly what's happening with me is I just did 6 years in the Air Force, which is exciting. And ever since I joined, I always made it a point to try to cross-train. And what cross-training is, it's essentially being able to change your career while still remaining in the Air Force. So that was always something that was on my mind. So at the end of my enlistment, I decided to apply for cross-training. I put in my application in about May of 2018. And I didn't get an approval until April. April. Oh. Through all that, normally it doesn't take people that long to get an approval, but for me it took around a year, which was pretty difficult just because I was impatient. I really wanted to move on. I was ready to move on, and this process was just kind of being long and drawn out because it was also nearing my complete separation from the Air Force, which I was pretty close to doing. I was about 2 weeks away from my very last day in the Air Force. I was in the middle of out processing. I was about to have my house packed up, and one of the people from cross-training messaged me and said, hey, we've approved you for this career field, which was a very awesome career field. It was one that I was very excited for. So one of the requirements for that was, because I got accepted, they needed me to extend my enlistment for 3 years. So I did. I went to North Carolina. You guys seen the video. We went to North Carolina on a whim, just to celebrate, just to kind of take a lot of stress off my shoulders, because I was literally about to separate. And to say the least, I was not ready for separation.
We were gonna literally pack up our whole house, our family, and move back to our home state to Colorado, and we just had no legit plan, because like we were literally riding on the fact he was gonna cross train, and when it looked like that wasn't gonna happen, we had to start preparing to legit separate from the Air Force. And yeah, that was kind of a little rough.
Yeah, it was a little stressful. So like I mentioned, I got the approval in April 2019, and I was excited. I
went to my sister's house to celebrate, came back from North Carolina. He went to work the week after.
And the same guy had messaged me and said, hey, sorry bud, but we pretty much overbooked this career field. We can't let you in. So he had to take back that approval, and I was devastated, because now I'm stuck in the same career field that I was trying to pretty much step away from for another 3 years. So at that point, my supervision got on board. They understood something had to happen, because I had been pulled through the ringer and dragged through the mud throughout this entire situation, and I was incredibly stressed out. So they kind of reached out, and they were able to manage something and get me the current career field that I'm in now, or that I'm about to get into, which is taking us to Pensacola, Florida. And that's where I'll be attending my second tech school, and then I'll be going to Texas for my first tech school.
So if that doesn't make sense, basically we're moving to Florida this week. So when you guys are seeing this, we're either going to be on the road or already there. But we're going to drive to Florida. He's going to get me and the boys settled in, and he has to turn around and go to Texas for 2.5 months for the first part of his school. So that's going to be new for me and him. Like, you know, we've never been apart from each other that long, especially now as parents. And I've never had to like go to a new state by myself without him. So I don't think it will be too bad, because we do actually have some friends that we met in Japan that are like, they're living like maybe an hour away from us. So that's the only bright side on all of this, because if I didn't have anyone in that state, I probably would be super upset. But like we've been telling each other this whole time, like there's nothing we can do. Like we have to just get this stuff done, because when the military like tells you to do something, you just got to do it. And sometimes this is like the downside of being in the military, but also it's just kind of a new adventure for us, because we have been wanting to get out of Missouri. We've met some great people here, but I just think it was time for us to leave now. You know, just go somewhere new. And more than anything, I'm just so happy he is getting the job that he wanted, because he hasn't been, you know, he's been good at his job the past 6 years, but he hasn't been happy. He's not passionate about it. And I kept telling him like, well, I can't force you to like make a 20-year career out of this if you're not happy. So more than anything, I'm just so happy he's finally getting a job that he's gonna like. And say if he doesn't want to continue this after the next 3 years in what, 2021 or 22 of, yeah, 2022, if he doesn't want to continue doing the Air Force, now he's gonna have like a lot of experience, and when we go into the civilian world, his job options are way more like more broad, yeah. So regardless, I think in the next 3 years everything's gonna be start to look up, and he doesn't have to be a maintainer anymore. Even though you're cool, you know, you worked on all the fun aircraft, it's just time for something new. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. I've been wanting to make this video pretty much since January this year, because we thought for sure we were gonna get like orders around January, February, then they never came around. And then like he just said, we got the runaround like the past few months, but now there's a light at the end of this tunnel and we're just excited. I think I'm kind of scared, but we'll get it done. Yeah, we don't have a choice. Yeah, we have no choice. But all right, well, I'm gonna show you guys the house now. I wish I could have like done more of the vlogging of us packing and all that, but it's just been non-stop in this house right now. We've had some great friends help us out. I even have someone watching the boys today, so we can like clean the house up without them being here, because it is kind of hard to get things done when you have 2 toddlers running around and they're like attached to me. So I just need some help, and I don't know, we're just so thankful. Like with all the craziness that's been going on the past 2 weeks, we've had nothing but like, you know, just positivity, and just so many people just saying, well, here, let me do this for you, I have boxes and all this. So without all of them, I don't think we could have gotten half of this done, especially packing the house while he's at work. I definitely needed the help from my friends, so I'm just so thankful. But anyways, let's just kind of show you what the house looks like. It's a huge mess right now, like, ugh, it's a mess. But by Thursday or Friday this week, which will be the what is it, August 22nd or August 23rd, this house is gonna be empty, and we're gonna say goodbye to our first like home that we brought our kids to and all that. Doses. Yeah, he's ready to go. I'm more sensitive. I'm like, but we brought our babies here. But yeah, no, it's time to go. It's definitely time to go. But let me show you this big old mess that we had to do. So everything is pretty much off of our walls. We have just boxes everywhere. There's Brandon. Yep, everything is just gone. Let's go over here. Even though it looks like a mess, like I know where everything goes, so it's like an organized mess. But yeah, just everything's gone. All of the food is gone. Let's go over here. We have this front closet is empty. Get my child lock off. Hopefully, if I can, you guys, I will definitely try to maybe do like a empty home tour, just so you guys can get like the, what am I trying to say? Getting the feel of what my home looked like. We lived in the older housing on base, but it served its purpose. Our bathroom, we're all using this bathroom. We cleaned out our master bathroom, and yeah, we're not using that one. Let's go into my makeup room / guest room. This is all packed away. Just so empty now. Our bedroom is like horrid right now. It's such a mess, but it's an organized mess. We have boxes everywhere. Closet's empty. Let's see if the boys are sleeping. I'm gonna try to be quiet. They don't want to hear me. But their room is empty. We got rid of their beds and all of that. We have a lot of stuff in our garage too. We've been putting boxes in the garage just so when we do end up getting the U-Haul, we can literally just pack it all up. Even though our car's in here right now, we have boxes like everywhere. You probably can't even see over our car, but we're gonna get it done. You guys will go on this little journey with us. So I will talk to you guys later.